You're about to see a simple home video. It's just a mother and her daughter making a batch of brownies. But what if I told you that hidden inside this everyday moment is a masterclass on how we learn language, how we build ideas from scratch, and spark genuine curiosity? Well, it is. And it all kicks off with one simple, adorable phrase.
Right here, this is where it all starts. That's a little girl named Dory, and she didn't say brownie mix. She said bunny mix. Now that's not a mistake. Nope. That's the start of a real conversation. And it's our way into a fascinating, real-world learning lab.
So let's meet our cast. We've got Brittany, the mom, and Dory, her daughter. On the surface, their mission is pretty simple: make some brownies. But what we're actually watching is something way more powerful. We're seeing how a shared, simple task can turn a kitchen into one of the best classrooms you could ever imagine.
Before we get into any big ideas, look at what we're working with. Everything is tangible, it's real. You've got the pan, the bowl, the eggs, and of course, the bunny mix. These aren't just items on a list, they're things Dory can see and touch and talk about. This physical foundation is absolutely crucial for the conversation that's about to unfold.
Okay, so let's be clear, we're not really here to learn how to make brownies. We're here for a different kind of recipe. The recipe for a great conversation, the kind that sparks learning without ever feeling like a lesson. It's all about the natural flow, not just ticking off a list of steps.
And this right here is the absolute key. Think about it. A formal instruction commands you pour the contents. It's rigid, but look at what Brittany says. All right, you can put it in the bowl. See the difference? It's not an order, it's an invitation. It's collaborative. It gives Dory control and turns a simple step into a shared moment.
And here's another brilliant piece of this. A natural conversation is flexible. Dory wants to taste the powder, right? The first instinct is a gentle don't, but it's immediately followed by, okay, you can try a little bit. This isn't about giving in. It's about building trust. It keeps the whole vibe positive and says, hey, I hear you and we can adjust. It's fantastic.
So it's in this amazing, trusting environment that the real magic happens. This is where vocabulary isn't just memorized, it's acquired. You don't learn new words from flashcards, not really. You learn them when they're directly tied to what you're doing, seeing, and feeling right now.
And boom, here's the perfect example. They crack an egg. Brittany doesn't launch into a lecture about the parts of an egg. She just asks a simple, curious question. Dory has literally just seen the yolk, she's probably poked it, so when she says a yolk, it's not just a word she remembers. It's a label for a real thing right in front of her.
Now, you could go look it up in a dictionary, right? And you'd get the textbook definition. It's scientific, it's abstract. But for Dory, the word yolk means something so much more real.
You see, the learning here is physical. It's sensory. Yolk isn't just a concept. It's that gooey, yellow stuff sitting in the bowl. That direct connection between the word and the experience is what makes it stick forever. It's learning by doing, and that is always, always more powerful than just being told.
Okay, so what happens when things go a little wrong? Because they always do, right? Dory spills some of the mix, but listen to the reaction. There's no drama, no panic, just a calm, uh-oh. It's okay, we'll clean it up. This creates such a safe space. It tells Dory that mistakes aren't failures, they're just part of the process. And that is so essential if you want to encourage someone to explore and try new things. And this is where it gets really interesting. A great conversation, a great teaching moment, doesn't just stick to one topic. It knows how to follow the trail of curiosity and branch out into totally new territory. So they're mixing this dark brown batter, and Brittany just spots an opportunity. She pivots from baking to color theory, just with one simple question. She's not quizzing Dory, she's just inviting her to think about something new, to make a new connection. And look what it sparks. It's like a chain reaction. That one question leads to a whole cascade of ideas. Dory chimes in with her own knowledge. Red and blue make purple. And they just keep going. This builds this amazing web of connected knowledge. And remember, it all started from a bowl of brownie mix.
And this right here is the golden moment. This is when you know the learning is real. Dory flips the script. She asks her own question. Suddenly, she's not just a passenger anymore. She's in the driver's seat. She's an active, curious learner, guiding the conversation herself. That is the ultimate goal of all great teaching.
Okay, so the brownies are in the oven. Let's step back and just unpack what we saw here, because the result of this whole interaction is so much bigger and more important than just a pan of brownies. So, what is the recipe for this kind of incredible natural learning? Well, it starts with a familiar hands-on activity.
You speak naturally, you stay flexible. New words get their meaning from the situation you're in. You treat mistakes not as problems but as chances to learn something. And maybe most important of all, you just follow the learner's curiosity wherever it wants to go.
And finally, we get the sweet reward. That brownie isn't just a dessert, it's the real, tangible, delicious result of this whole process of connection, of patience, of communication. It's a shared victory.
So you see, this was never really about brownies at all. It was about a framework for learning, for connecting. And that brings us to the final question, a question for you. What is your bunny mix? What are the everyday moments in your life, cooking a meal, taking a walk, fixing something, that you can turn into your own incredible learning laboratory?